Hey, it's Dave here with another Screenflow tutorial. This time we're looking at playing around with text, some text effects in Screenflow, and in particular how to make your text filled with an image. You've probably seen the effect. It's used in quite a lot of sort of TV seasons at the moment. I was watching one called Preacher recently, which I really liked, but a lot of the edit, they had these big bits of text coming in on top of, particularly in the introduction, but also throughout the video, where you've got a massive block of text appears and it's composed of whatever was in the background of the shot before. It's a really good effect. Lots of ways you can do it. I thought I would have to do it with Keynote originally. So I went into Keynote and looked around there, couldn't find any way of doing it directly in Keynote, went onto Google, looked for some tutorial. I couldn't really find anything that wasn't too faffy, because I know you can do this in Photoshop and you can even do it in Preview, but it is kind of annoyingly faffy. I just wanted something I could do with what I've got in my MacBook. I've got Photoshop in another computer, but I couldn't be arsed, to be quite honest with you, going through there and setting all that up and then putting it onto a memory stick and bringing it back through and put it, just annoying. So I thought there must be some way you can do this in Screenflow, and sure enough there is. So here it is. Let's say I'm going to do a bit of text. I've got a really nice image I was using for a video earlier, which is just a picture of piles of money. So let's look at doing a bit of text. So we're going to text here and then plus to add a bit of text, and I'm going to just put in here time equals money. Okay, quite small, so let's highlight that, and I'm going to change fonts as well. I'm going to go for Arial Black. You can see that's changed, and I want it much bigger than that. Let's go to the biggest size we can get, which is 288, and then we'll just grab that and move it around, sort of center it up a bit. Kind of also want it bigger than that, so I'm going to go to video and just scale it up a bit. So I'm just going to pull the scale up so it's as big as I can get it and still within the frame. And then I'm just going to move the words around just to get the kind of look that I want. So yeah, that'll do. Okay, so I'm now going to highlight the text and go back to text, and then I'm going to go for what we've got here is fill, and at the moment it's set to a solid color, which as you can see is white. If you wanted to change the color, you can just click on there and do these pencils to whatever color you want, but we want to fill this with an image. So I'm just going to go to the drop down there and select image, and then it takes me to my desktop, and if I go into find this image that I'm looking for, I can't even remember what I've called it now. I created a new folder earlier. There we go, 5 excuses video. So there it is, big picture of money. I'm just going to open that, and you can see there, if I remove the blocks, I've got this nice big chunky text which says time is money, with money as the background, which is really kind of nice. There's some other stuff you can do here, not surprisingly. So what I'm going to do is go to add media there and go back to that same file. I'm going to take that same picture of money and add that in there, and then I'm going to pull that down to the timeline underneath the text, and then just expand that and pull that up so that it takes up the whole box. So now what I'm going to do is go back to text, because of what I've done is I've left a background. See, there's a black background there, don't want that. So I'm just going to remove that backdrop. So there you go, you can kind of see nothing there at the moment. And I want that text made out of time to reveal itself. So what I'm going to do is select the image, and again, let's just size that up so that it takes up the whole frame. This is our image of the money. You can maybe just about see the lettering that I've already done. What I'm going to do with this is go to this little icon which adds a transition, a video motion plus action. I'm going to add that on there, and you can see it's inserted a little add action thing there. What I want to do is make the background opaque over time. So go back into video settings and just bring that down to nothing. Okay, now I'm going to highlight that little transition, go back to that and make that 2 seconds So I'm just going to type in 2 seconds. Okay, and then let's just have a look at how this plays out. Go back to the beginning. Here we go. So there you go, you can see the background's just faded out through a transition, and I'm left with time equals money. Now obviously it depends on the kind of effect you want to get, but if you want these letters to be much bigger, you could maybe do that over a couple of different frames. If I go back and look at the text, what I could do is, again, go into video, I could just scale that right up and just keep moving that around. So we've got time taking up the whole frame. And then you could do another frame with equals and another one with money, but you get the idea. It's just quite a nice effect that you can use in your videos. So I hope that's been useful. If so, I've got lots more videos on Screenflow, lots of different things you can do with Screenflow. And I'll also put a link in if you don't have Screenflow. It's a fantastic video editor, very easy to use, very intuitive, and loads of great features in it like this, which can save you a lot of time and give you pretty stunning videos. So I'll pop a link in there to Screenflow if you want to grab that yourselves. That'll be at the end of the video. Okay, so thanks again. Feel free to leave any comments, or if there's anything else you'd like me to see a video on, any aspects of Screenflow or video editing, feel free. And I hope to see you in another video. Cheers for now. It's been Dave at DM Online. Bye bye.